Hello dear students, I would like to welcome you all on the online platform of KTHM College Nashik. I am Mr. D.D. Zadav, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Chemistry. Friends, in the previous session, we learned syllabus discussion, black body radiation and photoelectric effect. Now, today we are going to discuss about de Broglie hypothesis and its significance and expression for the de Broglie wavelength in terms of kinetic energy. Now let us go to the de Broglie hypothesis. Friends, the scientist Louis de Broglie, a French physicist in 1924, advanced the idea that like photons, all material particle such as electron, proton, atom, molecule, a piece of chalk, a piece of stone or an iron ball, that is the microscopic as well as macroscopic objects, also possess dual character. The wave associated with a particle is called a matter wave or de Broglie wave. Now here this, say like electrons, this is microscopic body, say like molecule or piece of chalk, these are the, or ball, iron ball are the macroscopic object. Means this possesses dual character. The wave associated with a particle is called a matter wave or de Broglie wave. Now let us go to this de Broglie relation or de Broglie wavelength. The wavelength of the wave associated with any material particle was calculated by analogy with photon. The statement, a momentum of a moving particle is inversely proportional to the wavelength of the wave associated with it. In case of photon, if it is assumed to have wave character, its energy is given by E is equal to h nu. Now this is equation first according to Planck's quantum theory, where nu is the frequency of the wave and h is Planck's constant. If the photon is supposed to have particle character, its energy is given by E is equal to m into c square. Now this is equation number 2 according to the theory of relativity, that means Einstein equation, where m is the mass of photon, c is the speed of light. From equation 1, see this equation number 1, E is equal to h nu. From equation 1 and equation number 2, the equation number 2, E is equal to mc square, then h nu is equal to m into c square, but we know nu is equal to c upon lambda. Now here we put the value of nu, means h into c upon lambda is equal to m into c square. Then here this c divided by lambda, this c and this c square, now this one of this c get this c cancel, then lambda is equal to h divided by m into c. Now this is equation number 3. Here lambda is wavelength, h is Planck constant, m is the mass of object, c is velocity of light. Now de Broglie pointed out that the above equation is applicable to any material particle. The mass of photon is replaced by the mass of the material particle and the velocity of photon is replaced by the velocity v of the material particle. Thus for any material particle like electron, we may write lambda is equal to h upon mv. Lambda is equal to h upon mv, or lambda is equal to h divided by p. Now here p is the momentum, means p is equal to, it is a product of mass into velocity, means this is the momentum of the particle. The above equation is called de Broglie equation and lambda is known as de Broglie wavelength. Now here this is the de Broglie wavelength, h is the Planck constant and p is the momentum. Now let us go to the significance of de Broglie equation. Significance of de Broglie equation. The de Broglie equation applicable to all material objects, but it has significance only in case of microscopic particle. Listen here. Means the de Broglie equation applicable to all material particles, but it has significance only in case of microscopic particle. For example, consider a ball of mass 0.1 kg moving with speed of 60 meter per second. From de Broglie equation, the wavelength of the associated wave is lambda is equal to h divided by mv is equal to, now this value of h, that is Planck constant, 6.62 into 10 raised to minus 34 kg meter square per second divided by 0.1 kg into 60 meter per second. Now calculates then approximate value, that is 10 raised to minus 34 meter. This wavelength is too small. This wavelength is too small for ordinary observations. On the other hand, an electron, means microscopic particle, on the other hand, an electron with rest mass is equal to 9.11 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg, that is approximately 10 raised to minus 30 kg, moving at the same speed would have a wavelength, then lambda is equal to h upon mv. Now the value of h is 6.62 into 10 raised to minus 34 kg meter square per second divided by the mass of electron, that is 10 raised to, sorry, this is 10 raised to minus 30 kg into 60 meter per second. Then approximate value, that is 10 raised to minus 5 meter, that is 10 raised to minus 5 angstrom. Means now here the one of the example, this is the for the macroscopic object and this is for the microscopic object, then which can be easily measured experimentally. The de Broglie relationship has no significance in everyday life. This is why we do not observe any wave nature associated with the motion of a running car or cricket ball, etc. Then let us go to the expression or derivation for de Broglie wavelength in terms of kinetic energy. According to de Broglie hypothesis, the momentum is inversely proportional to the 1 upon lambda, where p is the momentum of moving particle and lambda is wavelength of wave. Then now this remove this sign, taking the constant, that is h is the Planck constant. So therefore p is equal to h upon lambda. Then therefore lambda is equal to h divided by p. But as we know, this p means momentum, it is a product of mass and mass into velocity. Then substituting the value of p here, then lambda is equal to h upon mv, and therefore mv is equal to h divided by lambda. Now this equation, multiplying both sides by 1/2, the above equation becomes 1/2 mv is equal to 1/2 h upon lambda. Squaring on both sides this equation, above equation, then in bracket 1/2 mv bracket square is equal to 1/2 into h upon lambda bracket square. Then take this, solve this. Therefore 1/4 m square into v square is equal to 1/4 into h square divided by lambda square. Then splitting this, therefore 1/2 into 1/2 mv square into m is equal to 1/4 into h square divided by lambda square. Now therefore, now this 1/2 mv square is equal to, Now these two come into this side, then 2 by 4 h square divided by lambda square into m. Now this m, then we know this 1/2 mv square means this is the kinetic energy. So right here this kinetic energy is equal to, then solve this, then 1/2 into h square divided by lambda square into m. Then this lambda square is equal to 1/2 into h square divided by this kinetic energy into m. By taking square root on both sides, now this side and this another side, then taking square root, under root of lambda square is equal to under root of 1/2 into h square divided by kinetic energy into m. By solve this square root, then lambda is equal to h divided by under root of 2 into kinetic energy into m. Now here this lambda is the wavelength, h is the Planck constant. Now this is kinetic energy and m is the mass of object. Now this is an expression for de Broglie wavelength in terms of kinetic energy. Then now here stop here. Thank you.